What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Diaz, and I'm back for another video. So I was out today, and I don't know if anybody has ever noticed, and if you did notice it, comment below. But their fast food restaurants are so much, they're worse than what they were back then. And I'm not saying like 70s, 80s. Now I'm talking about like before the pandemic happened. None of these restaurants are the same. Like, I went into McDonald's the one day and I ordered inside, but I was taking it to go, and I ordered it inside at 2:45 p.m. 2:45 p.m. Can y'all guess what this is? Can y'all guess? I'll let y'all see it. The red stripe. So anyway, 2:45 I got there. Along with the person that was next to me. They checked out like right before I did. And we use like them kiosk machines too. So like all you do is you just order. You can either pay there or pay at the counter, and then you just wait for your food. So he paid for his, and right after that I did mine. And it was 3:10 it was like 3:10, 3:11 that we actually got our food. There was people that were coming from the drive-through inside because the one drive-through wasn't working. So they were coming in as well, waiting for their order. Well, waiting to order, but then, waiting for their food as well. So there was probably, I would say, like 6 to 8 people in there. 6 to 8 people in the store waiting. One was delivering, I guess, through like Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever it was. And then there was a lady that was just waiting for 2 milkshakes and 2 cookies. And she was waiting for 15 minutes. I mean, granted, my order was pretty big, because I was ordering for multiple people, so my order wasn't really small, but it wasn't the point. Back then, like, my first job was Wendy's, and we had a time limit that we had to get the food in and out. So when somebody ordered, it was like within like 20 seconds or something like that, we had to have food done. Or it was like 30 seconds or something like that. But we had a time limit. And we kept that time limit. The only time that we didn't was whenever something happened with one of the machines that we had, and we had to temporarily, like, shut that down and, let everybody know that whoever ordered this, excuse me, had to get something else. But they make it so, like, they make people so irritated because, there is people that are getting food to go, like, that are on lunch. And you have them, say they have an hour lunch, you have them waiting 20-25 minutes just for their lunch. On top of the time it took them to get from their job to you. And on top of that, 20-25 minutes, and then to eat, and then get back to their job. So it's kind of messed up. I mean, and it's not the job's fault or, the person's fault, but, they blame it on short staffing and stuff like that. Well, if you have a short staff, why do you have 2 lanes open? Like, I understand you want to make money as a company, but if you can't handle that many orders, why not close one of the lanes? Close one of the lanes until you know that you are properly staffed and that you can get orders out quick. So the one time I ordered breakfast, and I got, it was myself and someone else. I got 2 of the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit meals, and then I got 2 extra, like, just the sandwiches. Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. So I get all the way back to where I'm going, and I open them up, and 2 of them are sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. One is just a sausage and egg biscuit. And the other one was the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, but it was weird. It was different looking. Didn't look like the biscuit. And it wasn't a McMuffin or nothing like that, but it didn't look like a biscuit. And then on top of that, on the way home, I took a bite out of my hash brown. The hash brown was so cold. Like, they made me pull around to the front of the store. Not even just like pull up to the end and wait. They had me pull around to the front because somebody else was waiting for food. So they had me pull around to the front of the store and wait. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have like a hot hash brown, you know. The only thing that was hot was the coffee. That's it. The only thing that was hot. The biscuit meal that I had, the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, the bread was like soggy, kind of. It was like it was sitting wrapped up and just like put in a warm spot, so that way it just gets nasty. And I'm not a bread fan. Like, it's weird. I'm not a bread fan. I can't eat like bread at home unless I have it like toasted. But I can eat like McDonald's and Wendy's and, you know, like that. But I just can't. The thought of moist and soggy bread, it turns my stomach. Like, you just don't know. So anyway, I said to the other person, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so irritated. Like, I'm so done with McDonald's. So I went to eat today at Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. I don't know why. And this is another thing that I can say too, back then when we used to go to Olive Garden, their breadsticks were thick. Like, they were like this. Sorry. Their breadsticks were like this. They were nice and round, and they had the garlic buttery kind of topping to it. Today when I went, it looked like do you ever see like a top hat, like how you have the flat part and then you have like the round part at the top? That's what it looked like. It was like that thin at the bottom. I'll show you, like that thin. Okay, it would look like a flat, like a kayak. And then it had like a little round piece. But it wasn't even like plump. It was just like, and they weren't bad, but they weren't like they used to be. And I get it, you know, times change, products change and stuff like that. So I do get it. But I got the chicken parmesan with the side of spaghetti, and then I got the house salad and then the breadsticks. And by the time I got done with the breadsticks and part of my salad, when my food came, I only had maybe like half of my chicken parmesan, and that was it. So I ended up bringing it home. You know, whatever, I'll heat it up later. But yeah, so it's crazy how times have changed. And it's kind of like, ever since the pandemic hit, like they are hiring like, and there's nothing wrong with the younger generation. Nothing at all. There is some of the younger generation that really, really bust their ass at work. I see it when I'm out. Then you have the other part. That when you walk into a restaurant, now you can pretend like this is my cell phone. My aunt and I walked into a restaurant the one day. It was Eden Park. And I'm not going to specify which one. I don't want to put them on blast or anything like that. I mean, I still go there, but I just don't like... It's not that I don't like the place. I just don't like the people there. The workers. Some of them. But shout out to Donna because she's a shit downer. But anyway, so pretend like this is the cell phone. So my aunt and I walked in, and the hostess girl was standing at the front. And she's like this. Now, mind you, like, we're coming in the door. Okay? She looks up. She goes back to her phone. "Oh, how can I help you? How many?" I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. So I was like, 2. She was like, "Okay, follow me." Puts her phone right in her back pocket. Takes us to the table. So she's setting the stuff down. She's like, "Okay, your server will be here in a minute. Hope you guys have a good one." And walks away. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? You are not supposed to have a cell phone at work unless your job requires you to have a cell phone at work. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a cell phone on you for emergencies. Vibrate, pocket. If you feel it vibrate, you do not go on it in front of customers. Like, that was like the biggest thing that we were taught growing up. No matter where you worked at, you are not to be playing with your cell phone while you're at work. Now, if you inform like an employee that you have a family member that is not doing very good, that's in a hospital, or, a child that is home and they're really sick and, you have somebody watching them or whatever, then you can say, okay, can I keep my cell phone on me, but I'm going to have it in my pocket and I will not touch it while I'm outside on the job, like while I'm in front of customers. If my phone does vibrate, or if it does vibrate ring, then after I seat that person, I will go in the back or to the bathroom and I will check to see who it was and what they said. Okay, I get it. You have family members that could not be doing well, so I get it. There is exceptions to it, but the way that this younger generation now is, and these people want more money an hour. I don't care. Like, if you bust your ass, it's worth it. But these people want $15, $20 an hour to work at McDonald's, and they don't do nothing. Half the time they miss half your food. And the one day I went there, I got a bacon McDouble. Now, a bacon McDouble is 2 pieces of meat. So their bread, like that size, okay? They're a piece of... Now, I got a strip of bacon this big on it. 1 strip. That big. Everything that I wanted on it, because I get everything, add mayonnaise, add lettuce. The mayonnaise was all on the top of the bun. Like, literally, like they buttered the top of it with mayonnaise. And it was dripping, and it was just so nasty. The lettuce, it was outside the package too a little bit, but I get it because it's shredded lettuce. It can't be contained, so I get that. But whenever I opened it and I took a bite of it, I'm like something's not right here. So I pulled it apart. Now, mind you, I said the bun is this big. Okay, the piece of meat, 1 piece of meat that was on it, was like this. It didn't even cover. It probably covered half the bread. If it would have been a piece and a half, it would have took up just half that bread. That's how small that piece of meat was, and it was only 1. I got a bacon McDouble. Then the other person ordered a Big Mac. I ordered here's what my order was. It was 4 bacon McDoubles, because it was multiple people, ordered, and I just went to go pick it up. So it was 4 bacon McDoubles. 2 of them had ketchup only. 2 had everything, add mayonnaise, add lettuce. 2 large fries, 2 large Dr. Peppers. Okay, that was just for myself and somebody else. Then there was a number 7, which is a 2 cheeseburger meal, large with a Coke. None of that came. And then I had 2, it was, you get 2 Big Macs and a basket of fries for $8.99. So I got 2 orders of that. So there was 5 different people that I ordered for. Well, that ordered, and I went to go pick it up. The 1 order of the Big Macs and the fries and that were good. Okay? The bacon McDouble with the ketchup only and the fries and drink were good. Mine, 1 was only a cheeseburger with a piece of bacon that big. The fries were cold. The other Big Mac order, one of the Big Macs, did you ever notice that, you ever see something on the top of your bread and you just go like this and just pull that piece off because you don't like it, and it just leaves that little indent piece on your top of your bread? That's what it was on the top of this person's bread. It was like somebody either stuck their finger in it and made a hole, or pulled a piece of whatever it was out and continued to make the sandwich. Like, to me, that's foul, for one, because granted, you wear gloves, most of them, but you do not put your finger and touch anything on anybody's bread but to make it. All you should be doing is putting it in the warmer, taking it out the warmer, setting it on the bread, making it, roll it up, package it up, slide it down. Take the next one out of the warmer, make it, fold it up, slide it down. We were at the point where we were like this when we worked there. Now they're like, oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, did you see what he said to me the other day? And I sat there and watched somebody the one day, and I'm just like, and this was an order that was in front of me, because if it was my order, I wouldn't have took it. But they were like just touching everything, and then they were like this with the gloves on. They were like this. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, if you do that to my food, like, I'm saying something, for one, and I'm calling corporate, because that's nasty. Like, not everybody has an itch. I get it. Make it like this every once in a while. Take that glove off. Go wash your hands real quick. Put another pair of gloves on. It's not that hard. It takes 20 seconds to wash your hands and 5 seconds to put on a pair of new gloves. It's not hard. Others, you'll see people that take out trash at fast food restaurants and come back in and are on the line cooking. That was a big no-no back then too, because we had somebody that was especially for that. Like, we had dining room people that cleaned the dining room and emptied the trash. Okay, then we had other people that like, they did the bathrooms too, but then we had other people that worked like on the line with the French fries. They did the hamburgers and everything like that. Then we had people that were in the front and then at the window. So on a normal shift, like when we were working, we probably had, I would say, like 10 people. And that was just a little bit extra because we had the person taking the orders up front, okay, and getting the drinks. Then we had the person making the sandwiches. Then we had the person on the grill. Then we had the person on fries and nuggets, and the bread warmer. And then we had people that were at the window. And then we had somebody that was at the back at the window. Then somebody was in the front at the window to give them their order. Then we had people that were in the back, like prepping the salads and different things like that. So we had a lot of people working. So I get it that they're short-staffed now, that they can't accommodate all that stuff. But we've been short-staffed before, even back then when I was working at Wendy's. You know, and at that time, like, we just had to step up as employees and just say, hey, look, you know, I was taking orders up front, getting drinks, and then I was also helping getting fries and nuggets too. And then the person that was making the sandwiches was also on the grill. So we kind of like accommodated for it when somebody called off or when we were short-staffed, you know, whatever. So it's bullshit. Like, it really is. I know, and TNT is going to make the comment, you know, I'm sitting here talking, haven't drank my beer, and it's already warm as it is. But anyway, so I want somebody to comment below and let me know what y'all think. If y'all restaurants are like that in your state, in your city, wherever you're at, comment below and let me know. And I'm going to get out of here, but I am going to make another video because I did have something else that I wanted to talk about. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. And guess what? I think I'm going to go live. I think I'm going to go live right now because I want to talk to people. I want to talk to some people and see where their mind's at right now. So I'm gonna get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. I see a kitty. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and also share this video. But guess what? Comment below. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what you guys think. If you guys have nasty restaurants where you're at, or if yours is still functioning the way it's supposed to be. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I love you guys.